Hey guys, it's Martin Rooney from trainingforwarriors.com, and we are talking about the gluteal muscles, in particular how they work with sprinting. Now, a lot of people, they pay attention to that big glute maximus, but a lot of attention is not usually paid to the gluteus minimus and the gluteus medius, and that's what I want to talk about today. See, these smaller muscles can really protect the back, really enhance control of the core, and improve your speed. Now, a lot of people use some fancy equipment out there, and I'm about to show you a real fancy piece. See, this is what I call the $2 piece of equipment that if you use it right, it will kick your ass. Now, how do we use this? We're gonna show off my two favorite exercises today using the band. We are going to show off sidewalks, and we are going to show off monster walks using the hip abductor bands. Now, before we begin, in Training for Warriors, how I use these bands, I make sure I keep what's called a male stance, where my toes are slightly pointed in, so I make sure that I'm really accessing the abductor group. What I don't want to happen is that I allow my feet to turn out, and now as I bring my feet out to the side, I'm really using my hip flexors, which is what I'm not after. I want to keep those toes pulled in, and then I want to make sure that you have high attention to detail and you pay attention to tempo. You are going to step out with a great concentric contraction on those muscles, but then slowly lower and bring that back. Then step out, and then really use that eccentric again on those muscles, and then step out and really use that eccentric. And you want to make sure whichever side you go, you do both. What you don't want to see is just the people that are just kind of walking side to side fast, not putting any time under tension. So the bands really put these muscles under time under tension, and you get a lot out of it. The second exercise featured is called the monster walk, and why I'm on the track today is I want to make sure that that stays as a gauge for me to make sure that I can keep my feet apart. So I move my feet maximally out. Now I'm going to get more of an isometric contraction on these muscles, stay low, and I'm going to slowly walk forward. And I'm going to make sure that my feet are staying lightly turned in, and that I'm able to keep my feet out towards that line. I can move forwards, I can move backwards, and man, that isometric contraction is really demanding on those muscles, and you're really feeling it. Now, people that I've worked with on this, they have had tremendous changes in back pain, their sciatica, as a result of using this simple piece of equipment. So I say, hey, don't just major in the major things, major in some of the minor things too. This is Martin Rooney, and I'm going to keep bringing you more from trainingforwarriors.com.